Cancer, hi. Thank you for passing by. Maya here, and this is your August 2021 January reading, monthly reading. So, hello. I hope you are all doing well. So, I'm gonna start by asking Spirit two words or two sentences for you guys that I'm gonna write down. Then I'll pull an Archangel Oracle card, a Major Arcana, and then I'll do a Celtic Cross. So, let's get right into it. So, Spirit, please. Two words or two sentences for Cancer, August 2021. So, Cancer, I got very practical advice here for you guys. There is no blame. There is no blame, and work hard and play hard. Work hard and play hard. So, just right off the bat, what I'm getting is you've got some kind of resentment going on, maybe, or things are maybe things that you were waiting for are not going your way. But what Spirit is saying here is that there's no blame, no one to blame, basically, not even yourself. It is just a matter of timing. And in the meantime, you can work hard and play hard, meaning, really be in the moment. Whatever you do as work and whatever you do as fun, do it all the way, because whatever you're waiting for is, that's what I'm getting, that's what I'm hearing, is coming, but it's coming in right divine timing. So there's no one to blame for delays or things not, as I said, going your way exactly in the timing that you want, maybe. And in the meantime, just, stay focused on whatever you're doing and work hard, play hard, meaning really engage with whatever you're doing in your life. We'll get more details on that as we get along with our reading, but that's what I'm getting right off the bat. So let's get you guys an Archangel Oracle card. It's going to come with a specific Archangel and a specific message. Okay, you have a harmony in relationships, and it's Archangel Raguel, and he's saying, we the angels are opening the hearts of those that are concerned. Disputes and conflicts are now being resolved. It's in French, so I'm translating it for you guys. So it's a harmony in relationships. Sorry, Archangel Raguel saying, we the angels are opening the hearts of those concerned. Disputes and conflicts are being resolved, right? So maybe that's ooh, I've got some insects here. They always come with the flowers I pick every morning for the readings. They're a little bit distracting, but let's just get on with it. So maybe there's no one to blame, or no blame to be allocated. So maybe you have disputes and conflicts with loved ones, and maybe they're just about you being in the other person's shoe or the other way around, and there's no one to blame here. Maybe it's just an evolution thing between you guys or in your relationships in general. And Archangel Raguel is here to tell you that he's opening the hearts of those concerned, and that disputes and conflicts are being resolved, right? So harmony in relationships is one theme here. Oh my god, I have so many of these little insects, it's not fun. And now let's get you a Major Arcana to see which main influence you're working with in August. you have divine guidance, the Hierophant, divine guidance, the search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with teachers or friends. Yes, so it really has to do, I think, with the spiritual guidance that is coming to you through this message, Cancer, of maybe getting away from resentments, even if there's disputes and conflicts with loved ones or close friends or colleagues, work colleagues or what have you, is to really consider an alternative approach. Consider not to blame so much things on people, and just listen to this divine guidance of basically taking your own accountability in the situation, your own responsibility in the situation. Work hard, play hard, really concentrate on yourself, and this divine guidance that is coming to you, like not hearing so much the sound of resentment, since the harmony in relationships is being worked on for you in August, and just really concentrate on yourself and surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. Okay, so let me get you a clarifier for the Hierophant. So what I'm feeling is really, it has to do with relationships, and really taking accountability for your own part in whatever disputes or conflicts are happening around you or with you. Just concentrate more on yourself, on your own projects, on your own evolvement, basically. That's what I'm getting. So the divine guidance is clarified by the King of Swords. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So yeah, it's absolutely about your relationships, about your communication with others. It's about staying in your integrity. Work hard, play hard. There is no one to blame. Take your own responsibility and accountability in situations that involve disputes and conflicts with others, and just try to communicate honestly and openly and be objective, right? Staying in your integrity, right? So it does make sense that really the main theme here is relationships and how you deal with conflicts and disputes. So maybe that's coming up for you guys in August, and just this feeling of really concentrating on yourself and not trying to blame anyone for anything, basically, if there are delays or things are not happening the way you want to. So let's get you now. Yeah, 7 of Wands. At the center of your Celtic cross, crossed by the Tower. At your base, the Knight of Cups. Crowning you, the Page of Wands. Recent past, the Nine of Wands. Near future, Judgment. The way you see yourself in the situation is the Hermit. Your environment is the Knight of Swords. Hopes and fears is the Seven of Swords. And outcome is the Ace of Cups. Wow, yeah, it does make sense. And bottom of the deck you have the Queen of Swords. We'll clarify some of these, but let me just start here. So yeah, there's something, some kind of big shake-up that happened that really shook you to the core, shook your foundation, something that was unexpected. It's a divine intervention. The Tower is always a blessing in disguise, in that it does away with faulty foundations or foundations that we have outgrown and need to go. But what it happens, and while it happens, it feels quite brutal. It feels like a big shake-up. It's really an implosion, right? Or an explosion. And so maybe that these are the disputes and conflicts that are born from this tower that we see in your reading. However, there is no one to blame because it is divine intervention. I mean, the people that are involved in this situation, they're not to blame, and you're not to blame. It's just something that needed to go. So the rug is pulled from under your feet because just this foundation needs to go, and it's always for. I mean, we always look back on a tower and see that it was the best thing that could ever happen to us, but it does take time to get there. And so, in the meantime, you are feeling protective, you are standing your ground. You might be feeling that you're being attacked, or there's too many energies coming at you, and that you need to defend yourself against. You have your hackles up, you're just in a defensive mode. You have your defense mechanisms all up there. And Spirit is stressing here that there's no one to blame, that this was fated to happen. And if it does bring triggers and disputes and conflict, it's just because the energies are in flux, right? But no one really I mean, I'm not feeling the worst energies here around you. I'm feeling maybe that you're being over defensive or over analytical. That maybe all this would be much easier if you communicate clearly. But let us continue. So at your base you have the Knight of Cups. So this is all your energy, Cancer. It's all about water energy, about emotions. And to me, the Knight of Cups being at your base is really, again, this message that your relationships are harmonizing little by little after this tower moment, and that it would be nice if you could take things in a more compassionate way, in a sense, right? It's like offering this cup of love in the middle of these disputes or conflicts, maybe squabbling, maybe repeated patterns of triggering and conditioning, right? That makes you feel that you really have to protect yourself against these attacks. Maybe by dropping into your heart, and you have compassion in spades, Cancer. I mean, you are such a compassionate sign. But because of the tower moment that happened, this big shakeup that happened coming into August, we all tend to sort of contract, right, when this kind of big shakeup happens. These winds of change that completely take us out of our comfort zone, then we tend to have our mechanisms, defense mechanisms and conditioning acting up on us, right? And it's like in your subconscious, you still have this compassion, and just maybe follow it more. Know that there's no one to blame in the situation because it's divine intervention, and just work hard, play hard, like concentrate on yourself and on your loving nature, on being compassionate to yourself, not being too hard on yourself or on others. Crowning you is the Page of Wands. So maybe rediscovering your passion, rediscovering your drive, just reinstigating this passion within you, because when the tower happens, we tend, as I said, to contract, to shut down, and it's a normal reaction because it's such a big change, it's such a big sort of earthquake that happens in one's life, that for a while, and it's absolutely normal, we tend to retreat. You have the Hermit as the way you see yourself in the situation, and maybe take all the energies that are coming to us as attacks or as triggers. And what the universe is really asking you to do here is to drop back into your heart, into your compassion, soften your heart, like Archangel Raguel is softening everyone, the hearts of everyone concerned in this situation, and saying that disputes and conflicts are being resolved here. And rediscover your passion, right? Your passion about work, your passion about fun, whatever you do for fun. Work hard, play hard. It's by doing that you can reignite your passion after this time of feeling defensive and feeling shut down, I guess, right? Isolated. And that's how you see yourself in the situation. It's the hermit. You had to retreat because the tower happened, and the tower is a big energy, right? And it's brutal. It always is sudden. It's this lightning bolt that comes and gets us out of our comfort zone. So you did retreat here, Cancer, with the Hermit, Major Arcana card of Virgo, to search for the light within, which is absolutely amazing. It is exactly what we need to do when the tower happens. We need this time to retreat a little bit to this contraction time before expansion happens again, to look for the light within, because we are a little bit lost and maybe oversensitive, right? And that's exactly how you see yourself here. You're looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's absolutely there. But there is a time of isolation, a time of retreat, because it's been long. Whatever happened, you have the Nine of Wands in your recent past. So yeah, it's been hard. So many accumulated experiences before this tower moment happened, and it's like you need a breather. You need this time. You do need this time of retreating, absolutely. And you're wounded, right? It's the wounded warrior. It's it's 1-1 before the 10 of Wands, before the completion of this cycle, before you can drop all these burdens behind you, leave them behind you. But at the time being, you need this breather. Look at him. I mean, he always makes me laugh with his face. It's like when is the other shoe dropping? Gonna drop. I am done. I need a breather, and because it's been a long cycle. I mean, when the tower happens, it's a big, I cannot stress it enough, it's a big change. It's really a transforming energy in one's life. In the near future, you have Judgment. So this new judgment call that is coming to you, the spiritual guidance, spiritual divine guidance that is coming to you, absolutely, that is telling you that there's an alternative approach, maybe to being over defensive, to search for meaning in life. And that's absolutely what you're doing with the Hermit, searching for meaning to this tower moment. Why did it happen? You're still in this questioning, introspective mode. But in the near future, you're absolutely going to understand why this had to happen. With Judgment, you're going to have absolutely a new judgment call. It's getting you into your next level of development and expansion. And it's Phoenix rising up from the ashes, is when something that we thought was dead is resurrected for a new incarnation. And that's exactly what's happening here. And it's you rediscovering your drive, your passion after this big shakeup. In your environment, you have the Knight of Swords, so this rush of energy that is coming very fast to you, that is getting you out of maybe this over-defensive mode, I think, pretty much. And then you have the Seven of Swords in your hopes and fears. So yeah, maybe you felt that there was manipulation around you. Maybe you felt that people were getting away with things that they shouldn't. Maybe you felt there was dishonesty, cheating, lying, deceiving, all these ego-based energies that are absolutely triggered by being over-defensive, or by anxieties and fears and insecurities. This guy is stealing these swords before battle because he's afraid he's gonna be defeated. So he'd rather come and steal the swords at dawn before battle, because he's so afraid he's gonna be defeated, right? And it's this kind of attitude, if you know what I mean. And you're afraid of that, and I think that's what makes you're afraid to have that around you, and that's why you have all your defenses up, your hackles up, and but you know, the message is there's no one to blame. There's no blame to be had here. This tower moment had to happen. It was fated for you, for your own evolution, for your own self-development. And even maybe if there were unsavory behaviors around you, well, it's really water on a duck's back or on a camel's back. I can't remember. Yeah, you know, it's just, it's not, it has nothing, it's not gonna really get to you, if you know what I mean, ultimately. And it's just you having to take accountability, rediscover, I mean, drop back into your heart and rediscover your passion, your work, whatever you like working hard at, whatever you like playing hard at. This is it, because this is all being resolved for you by your angels, okay? And as your outcome, you have this Ace of Cups. So at the end of all this, you're gonna understand that this was all meant to happen, and you have so much gratitude that it had to happen. You know, you're gonna understand. It's like, you know, when we look back at something that we thought, well, why did this happen? I didn't deserve this. Why are these people behaving that way? But but you're gonna understand this, and when you understand this, you're gonna be so grateful that it happened, so grateful that it happened. And this cup of love here, you know, that the universe is saying, you know, drop back into your heart, into your compassion. You're absolutely gonna get to that by the end of the month. And you have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So it could be happening within a relationship, a romantic relationship that you have, divine counterparts right here. All this might be happening into a relationship, inside a relationship, and we're talking about harmony in relationships. So it can be in general, as I said. For some of you, it could be happening at work. Some of you, it could be happening around family, around friends, and some of you, it will be with a divine counterpart. And you guys are absolutely going to understand that this big tower moment had to happen, because it's leading you to your Ace of Cups and absolute gratitude. Your cup runneth over, right? In the meantime, you need clear communication and you need healthy boundaries, but without maybe the harshness and the bitterness that sometimes the Queen of Swords has. So let me just clarify some of those for you guys. So let's see what this tower moment was about. Please, Spirit, what was this tower moment about? For my lovely Cancer. Six of Wands, the Moon, and the King of Cups. Wise Judgment here. Wise Judgment. Ooh. Oh my god. No. Too many. Wise Judgment here in the near future. And then let's clarify the Ace of Cups. Wow, amazing. And the Page of Cups. So yes, there might be an apology that is due to you. Again, it's not about blame, you know, but as I said, during a tower moment, triggers can happen and do happen. And maybe that's why some people, or you, maybe Cancer, need to apologize to someone, or some apologies are due to you. Okay, it's not about blame. Again, it's just about acknowledging whatever has been said or done, right? And so this tower moment happened for you guys to get to your victory. It's like before this tower moment happened, what I'm getting is that you were getting too comfortable in whatever situation you were in, and it was stagnating. There was a certain amount of stagnation, a certain amount of also fogginess, you know. It's like when we stagnate, when we're too comfortable, maybe even if the situation itself wasn't that comfortable, but we are sort of comfortable in our uncomfortable position, if you know what I mean. I mean, we get used to a certain situation, and it brings fogginess, it brings we're not clear anymore on what to do, where to go, and our shadow aspects start to play up on us, right? And I'm getting that this tower moment happened, this intervention happened to get you out of this comfort, this uncomfortable, stagnating comfort zone, and to get you out, to get your passion going again, to get you to be victorious over this stagnation, maybe stagnating waters, and to get a grip on your emotions again, right? And this is exactly what's happening with judgment in your near future. It's getting you out, this new judgment call is getting you out of these shadow aspects, of this fogginess, of these all these options that you had around you, but none of them satisfied you on an emotional level, and you were just in the dark about where to go, and just maybe stagnating a little bit. And it's bringing this truth, this judgment, this justice. It's like karma is being balanced out, truth is coming out. So this clarity that is being restored, this balance that is being restored, after this tower moment that came to shake up this foundation that was too stagnant, that wasn't moving, right? And look at that, your outcome, this Ace of Cups, is clarified by the Four of Wands. So this new foundation that is coming for you, the 1111 card. So the tower moment happened to do away with a foundation that was faulty, that had to go, that was maybe stagnating and not leading you anywhere, not leading you to your work hard, play hard mode, your passionate mode, basically. You were just, you know, getting along and just maybe settling for things that weren't really evolving you anymore. So the tower moment happened to do away with that, and now with judgment and justice and this this victory that you have over this past stagnation, well, now there's a new foundation that is a beautiful new foundation that makes you so happy, so grateful, so emotionally fulfilled, and it's renewing you absolutely in the emotional body completely. It can be a new foundation in a pre-existing relationship, or you meeting someone, or just about your foundation in life in general, something to celebrate, something that is much more joyous and fresh and happy than the one that had to go with the tower. So I hope that was clear enough, and I hope it helped. Thanks for passing by, Cancer. I'll see you soon.